In a quiet alley where cobblestones glistened under the sleepy glow of a single street lamp lived a community of cats. They were a family bound not by blood but by shared meals and silent understandings. Among them was Max, a handsome orange tabby with a spirit as fiery as his fur. He was known for his daring leaps and his almost reckless courage, always eager to prove he was the bravest cat in the alley. Then there was Luna, a graceful white cat whose fur seemed to hold the soft light of the moon. Her nature was as gentle as her appearance, and she cared deeply for her friends, often worrying over Max's impulsive adventures. Bella, a shy gray kitten, completed their little trio. She was the youngest, with wide, curious eyes that looked up to Max and Luna as her heroes. Watching over them all from the shadows was Shadow, a wise old black cat. He rarely spoke, but his silent presence was a source of quiet strength and guidance for everyone. One evening, the air grew heavy and still. The usual cheerful chirping of crickets fell silent, and a strange electric tension filled the alley. Dark, bruised-looking clouds began to gather overhead, swallowing the stars one by one. The wind, which usually played gently with fallen leaves, now howled with a mournful, eerie voice, whispering warnings of a coming storm. The leaves didn't just swirl. They danced frantically, as if trying to escape the sky's growing fury. Distant lightning flashed, a silent, flickering threat that briefly illuminated the wet puddles on the ground, making them look like shattered mirrors. Inside a small, cozy wooden shed that served as their sanctuary, the cats huddled together. The first heavy drops of rain began to fall, tapping in nervous rhythm on the tin roof. The sound grew from a gentle pitter-patter into a relentless drumming. Max, Luna, and Bella sat close, their eyes wide with a mixture of awe and apprehension. A single candle flickered bravely on a wooden crate, its gentle light casting long, dancing shadows on their fur and painting their faces with a warm, golden glow. Suddenly, with a deafening crack of thunder that seemed to shake the very ground, the shed door burst open. It swung violently on its hinges, banging against the wall with every powerful gust of wind. The storm roared in, spraying cold rain and debris into their shelter. The candle flames sputtered, threatening to die. The droplets flew past Max's face, each one a tiny, cold spear. In that moment of chaos, Max stood up, his tail held high like a defiant flag. "I'll fix it," he declared, his voice ringing with bold confidence. He tried to ignore the fear he saw reflected in Luna's worried eyes. She reached a paw toward him, a silent plea for him to be careful, but his mind was already set. This was his chance to prove his bravery, to be the hero he always believed he was. He charged forward, stepping out into the heart of the storm. His fur was instantly soaked, and the wind pushed against him with immense force, but his determination shone brightly in his green eyes. He braced himself and pushed against the heavy wooden door, his paws slipping on the slick, wet surface. The storm seemed to laugh at his effort, roaring louder and throwing its full might against him. He was strong, but the wind was stronger. For every inch he gained, the storm pushed him back too. His muscles strained, his claws scraped uselessly against the wood, and for the first time, a flicker of doubt entered his mind. Seeing him struggle, Luna and Bella exchanged a look. Fear was still in their eyes, but something else had joined it: resolve. Without a word, they rushed out into the driving rain to help him. Luna, usually so gentle, now pressed against the door with a surprising strength. Little Bella, who would normally hide from a loud noise, pushed with all her might, her small body trembling but her spirit unwavering. Together, their paws pressed against the door three small cats, tiny and trembling but perfectly united against the raging storm. With one final synchronized push, a collective effort of will and friendship, the door slammed shut. The latch clicked into place, and the world outside was silenced. The storm howled one last time, a frustrated roar of defeat before its fury faded, softening into the gentle, rhythmic sound of falling rain. Inside the now quiet, secure shed, the three friends stood panting, their fur dripping onto the floor. They looked at each other, tired, soaked, but safe. A slow smile spread across Max's face as he looked at Luna and Bella, their eyes shining with relief and pride in the warm candlelight. In that profound silence, he understood something important. True courage wasn't about facing danger alone to prove how strong you are. It was about standing together, protecting the ones you love, and finding strength in each other. Bravery wasn't a solo performance, it was a chorus. As the gentle rain continued to patter on the roof, a peaceful quiet settled over them. They curled up together, their shared warmth chasing away the last of the chill, their hearts full. If you enjoyed this story of friendship and courage, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming tales. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.